Hi guys, this is my information video on Idolomantis diabolica, commonly known as devil's flower mantis or giant flower mantis or devil's flower. This is, as far as I'm aware, the largest species of flower praying mantis. Females can reach 13 centimetres in length, males between 10 and 12 normally. They're from southwest Africa. Let me just see if my geography is alright. Southwest Africa, so that's Kenya, Malawi, Tanzania, I guess South Sudan. There's probably other ones, Uganda, but like I say, southwest. So what do we know about the southwest? It is hot. That's going to play into how you got to keep them. They can deal with hot heat. In fact, they need it. You're going to want them at about 32 to 35 degrees at least. They can make it up to 40 degrees. 32 to 35. If you don't want them to die, that's what you need to do. You want a top heated lamp or an extremely hot room. They also need massive amounts of ventilation. I can't stress how much ventilation. I recommend keeping them in the mesh cages. If you're not going to keep them in the mesh cages, then make sure you've got vents all over the cage that you've got, because they can't deal with that sort of muggy air in their enclosure. Like I say, southwest Africa, it's hot. So what I tend to do is, if I've got one of the containers I normally use, I normally have one entire wall of mesh. With these guys, I take off the other side, so there's an airflow that goes all the way through. So it's two walls of mesh, holes in the lid, holes wherever you can fit them. They're also skittish as hell, like unbelievably skittish. You see videos of people handling them. Realistically, don't. One of the main causes of death is stress for these guys. It's not directly the stress, but it's the overuse of energy. They don't want to be constantly running around. They're used to standing still on a log or standing still on a flower and catching whatever lands in front of them. They're not an active hunter, so you want to keep them as something to look at rather than to handle. If you're gonna do it, very minimal if you can. They only eat flies. You can feed them other things, but it's going to kill them. I'm not sure exactly why. I'm not sure whether it's to do with the amount of energy expanded to use to eat other insects, or whether they literally can't eat them, but only feed them on flies. Your fruit flies, green bottles, blue bottles, easy enough. Just go down your fishing shop, get a whole bunch of maggots. Normally about half a pint of white maggots is £1.50, and if you put them in your fridge, you can stagger them, and that way you can keep them going, so you've got more turning into flies every few days. Obviously you need to turn them into casters and turn them into flies after that. You just want to keep them on flies. The other thing is, unlike some of the other mantises, these guys need feeding at least once every 2 days, if not more. It's good to give them a fly every day. With some of my other species of mantis, Horogula species particularly, you can feed them one large roach, give them 3 days, 4 days maybe, then give them another one. This is the opposite. You want a constant small feed, a constant feed of flies. You don't want so many flies in their enclosure it's going to stress them out. You don't want so many flies it's going to knock them off when they're trying to molt. They can be a bastard to keep. I've never had problems with them, as long as you stick to the rules. 35 degrees, flies every day or every other day, a lot of ventilation, spray every morning, spray every evening. You can cool it down a little bit in the evening. You know, they tend to go pretty well. They're really exceptionally stunning, but they're not a mantis for someone who's just starting. I hope that's been informative. Oh, I guess I can tell you about breeding them as well. Easy one to breed actually, in comparison to some of the others. Although this species has got a lot of things that it needs, the upside, one of the good things, is that they're not very cannibalistic. You know, I'm not saying house them all together and they won't eat each other. There's a good chance they will, but compared to the other species, they're not as cannibalistic. So if you've got a large enclosure, you can just keep your male and female together, keep them well fed, and then they will know when it's time to breed. They'll know when it's time to go. They won't breed until 2 to 4 weeks after they've matured. The males obviously got short wings. Sorry, the males have got longer wings. Females have got short wings. Females are a little bit larger, chunkier. Males are skinnier, similar to most other mantises. Males have got the longer antennae. But yeah, the other thing is the oof stays in the same sort of condition as the praying mantis. So if you want to hatch these guys and you're taking the oof out of the enclosure, remember the oof is going to be just as ventilated and just as hot as the actual praying mantis. 32 to 35 degrees. Sprayed every day or every other day. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, they're an absolute stunner to look at. This is a little young one that I've got on screen. Unfortunately, I didn't catch the fly, the actual catch. This one's level 3. She's obviously looking like a bit of bark at the moment, but as soon as she gets into that final molt, you'll get all of the blues, greens, reds, crazy colours that you get on these mantises. One of the best things about them is their fret display, but obviously you don't want to get them doing it constantly, because if you're getting them doing their fret display, they're stressed. And don't be stressing out your mantis. Not a good idea, especially for one as, I guess, unforgiving as this. But highly recommend if you've kept mantises and you're wanting to go on to something a little bit more complicated, a little bit more complex, but equally a lot more stunning than you'd ever see before and absolutely amazing to look at. I hope that's been helpful. That's my information video on my Idolomantis diabolica, Devil's Flower Mantis. Toodaloo, gang!